Hey, welcome back. This is AP 201 Lesson 6, and in this lesson we're going to be tackling the 13th chords in the key of C. And so 13ths are pretty easy. We've already learned the 11th. Basically all you do is you play the 11th and then you just add the 13th or the 6th. So for instance, say we want to make C 13. So you have B flat over C, which is basically what C 13 is. B flat, D, F, your 7th, your 9th, and your 11th. And then all you're going to do is just add the 13th in the key of C, which is the same as the 6th. Okay, so it is, you could count up all the way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Find that as A, or you could just use the 6th. Okay, what makes it the 13th though is that you have the 7th, 9th, and 11th behind it. So a C13 would be B flat, D, F, A. Okay, and as far as numbers go, 13ths are as high as you go, so you've made it to the top. Alright, so that's C13. Okay, let's do it with F13. So start off with F11, which is made up of your flatted 7th, E flat, your 9, G, and your 11, which is B flat. And your 13th in the key of F is the same as your 6th, which is D. Okay, so F13 would be E flat, G, B flat, D. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do G13. So you have F over G, which is G11, F, A, C, and then we're going to add our 6th or our 13th to the top, which is E. So you have F, A, C, E. Okay, looks basically like an F major 7 over G, but you don't want to think about it that way. You want to think of it as an a G13. Okay, so let's go ahead and play exercise song number 1 in the key of C. Okay, now substitutions for 13ths, you'll learn that they work basically the same way as 7ths, 9ths, and 11ths do. Anywhere you can play an 11th chord or a 7th chord or a 9th chord, you can pretty much play a 13th. So for instance, if you're going from 1 to 4, from C to F, for instance in the key of C, you could use it. Or if you're going from your 5 to 1, this is where it's really commonly used. Okay, so same thing like if you're starting a song over, you can use it. Okay, so there's a lot of cool places you can use those, but those are pretty much the main two places are on your 1 chord and your 5 chord. You don't generally use it on your 4 chord a whole lot. Okay, let's go ahead and play Amazing Grace in the key of C using 13ths. Alright, so that's Amazing Grace in the key of C. And you'll notice we did a couple of things in there. For the most part, we kept it pretty simple because we've got a lot of chords going on. You notice, of course, we use the 13ths going from the 1 to the 4, from the 5 to the 1. One thing we did at the end there is we kind of used a little bit more of a fancy ending. Went to our flatted 6, the A flat, to the flatted 7, B flat, and then to C. Okay, so what that is, that's basically an ending you can use to kind of extend a song at the end if you want to kind of make it a longer ending. That's one good way to do it. You can always do that flatted 6, flatted 7 to your 1. Okay, instead of just going straight back to the 1, do do that flat at the ending. Alright, you'll hear that in a lot of songs, so now you'll recognize it and you'll know what it is. Okay, so that's the Amazing Grace with the 13ths added in. You can also play the 13th like this. 2-main inversions. Okay, kind of like a G minor 9 over C, but don't think about it like that. Think of it as a C13 so that you can remember that you're supposed to use it as a C13, going from 1 to 4 and from 5 to 1. Okay, and then of course substituting these, we already talked about this. We can go from going from 1 to 4, going from 5 to 1. We can use these chords a whole lot. Those are pretty much the main 2 places we use them. We also use them in fast songs a little bit. Like on your 4 chord. That's one place you can use them on your 4 chord. Kind of like as a passing chord. So that's one place you can use it on your 4 chord, but for the most part we use it slow songs, 1 to 4, 5 to 1 in 4th movement. So anyways, that's lesson 6. We'll be back shortly for lesson 7.